Welcome to Trash Talk. I'm Lane.
I'm D.
And I'm Naked Jeff.
Naked Jeff's back in the house. Studio, whatever. Trash Talk Omaha
Is still naked.
Is still naked, no matter what.
And you're welcome.
Now with a mustache.
Yeah, spicy.
So, it's been a while. You're going to San Diego tomorrow.
Yep.
Not even giving a fuck. Still wearing your work clothes.
Yeah, I was at home busy packing.
Not working.
No, I worked my full shift and then went home.
But I mean, you got packed before you came over, right?
No.
Yeah, it's all good to go. I got like 2 shirts, a pair of underwear, some socks.
Okay. And what time you guys leaving?
I think around 6:30 tomorrow.
Okay. Perfect.
You are flying, correct?
Yep, Frontier.
Excellent.
Which reminds me, I forgot to check in for my flight.
It doesn't matter. You get the same seat.
It is Frontier. It's just going to suck dick no matter what. But
I've never flown Frontier. Sounds cheap as fuck.
they were the worst, dude. They
Is
don't
it like
have
a local Omaha?
No, it's out of Colorado.
Yeah.
Mm.
They don't have their own terminals anywhere, so if anything happens, you're the last to get off because all the other planes have their own terminals, and so they
You
come
just have to wait
first.
for an open one?
Yeah, I don't know whose they use, like Southwest or Delta's.
Sure, they just get whatever's open, right?
I don't think so because it's like a contract deal.
Oh, maybe.
But anyways, it's the only time we sat in a Frontier plane one time for 3 hours.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Like on the ground.
On the ground, just looking at the terminal,
Oh
watching
my
everybody
God.
else
Sucking
fucking
dick.
Yeah. You know, like, and we didn't even get a complimentary drink or anything.
Did you wave to
Yeah.
anybody outside of the window in the plane, or point at your wristwatch?
No, it was dark out.
Threateningly?
It was dark. Like, there was a storm, so we were just like
While you
circling
were
in the air for a while.
on the tarmac, did they allow you to turn your phones on?
Oh yeah, I mean,
They're in a mutiny.
fuck them anyways. You know, like,
Yeah, what are they going to do?
yeah, like,
It was in Omaha or is it somewhere else?
is in Denver.
Well, I can see that too because it's so busy there.
Yeah.
Was it Frontier who had that problem a few years ago and those people got stuck on the tarmac for like 12 plus hours?
Probably. They
No
suck.
way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they ordered pizza for them because like the week before, another plane had this happen to them and they didn't do anything, not leaving people even get up to use the bathroom until like...
What?
Yeah, it made national news. That was like a couple years ago or so.
Your phone would die.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably counting on it. That way you can't report on it.
Can't post this.
Yeah.
Not going to tweet about it.
Jesus.
No Insta here.
Yeah.
Why
for
wouldn't
sure.
Why wouldn't they just like let you get out and walk at that point?
It's too dangerous, man. You could get run over by a plane.
Fuck.
They could at least shuttle you, though. You know? What
Yeah,
I mean?
just get the fucking bouncy house or whatever to jump down into.
Yeah, then a plane comes overhead and blows it a couple hundred yards over the fucking runway.
Right as you're jumping out of the plane.
Radio tower. I think there's geese on the tarmac. Could you please advise?
I think I got one with an engine.
Well, thanks a lot, Frontier.
Yeah, I mean the flights are really cheap though. $80 round trip.
Oh, shit.
Per person. Yeah. So I mean,
Still faster than driving if you get stuck on the tarmac for a few hours.
yeah, and except for we got a 3-hour layover in Denver, so that's unfortunate. But you know, it's $80. I'll just get drunk at the bar there. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, do what you can, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Get what
gonna
you
be
pay
great.
for.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I hope you don't get stuck on the tarmac for 12 hours.
If you were to rate this trip before you go on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you looking forward to it?
Probably like an 11. You know, I've never been, and the weather's supposed to be really nice, like 70s, sunny. You know, so
11 wasn't the number I was looking for. But if you add 1 and 1 together, you get 2, right? So we're gonna go with that.
way higher.
Oh, is that our first pick for the night?
Our first pick for the night, unbeknownst to Jeff.
This is you guys' game.
Yeah.
Minutes into a 911 call, a Florida driver realizes what smashed through her window. The story is called Shell Shocked. What do you think went through the window? through her windshield, driving at a high speed on a Florida road.
Frozen turkey.
You know, he's not far away.
Lane, do you want to announce it?
Oh, I know what it is.
Tell us.
Oh, it's a tortoise. Turtle.
Oh.
Terrapin. Something.
Turtle.
Turtle? Are you sure?
Yes.
Do you know the
100%.
difference?
Yes, I own turtles.
Did I scare you when I said turkey? You're like, he's going to get it. I got
Kind
the
of,
first
yeah.
3 letters
Well, I
right.
didn't know. Maybe you had heard it.
You think about it that
before.
way, yeah.
He told you it was shell shock.
I was
though.
50%.
One's avian, one's reptilian.
I was 50% right.
Yeah. A couple of key letters, though, you're missing there. So you want to tell us about this?
Yeah. So a lady calls in the 911 dispatcher and says, something just came through my window and hit my mom in the head. Come to find out, a turtle went through the windshield that probably got clipped by a vehicle out in front of him, went right through and popped her mom in the head. They ended up having to pull over, call 911, ambulance came out. You know, they were really worried this lady was going to get, pass out and maybe die. Yeah. Apparently she survived, never lost consciousness, and they thought it was a piece of concrete originally, and then a few minutes into the call, she said, "There's a turtle there."
I like turtles.
Yeah, the dispatcher said they like turtles, and she goes, "No, really, there's an actual turtle here." I mean, how else do you respond when somebody says, "There's a turtle here"?
Yeah, I like turtles.
I like turtles.
So where was it at? In Georgia? South Carolina?
I think it was Florida.
Florida, okay.
Yeah.
So do you think this someone threw the turtle through?
No, he got hit by a car probably and shot up. So it's, stuff going through a windshield is not uncommon or anything.
It almost had to have been hit by like a fucking
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, so in May 2016, I guess,
just came like spitting like
turtle
Mario Kart.
torpedoed through a woman's windshield on an interstate in Deltona. So these are both Florida stories.
Oh, well, that could be someone actually throwing a blue shell at you, though.
In the same story,
Passing.
though, the person driving was also okay despite getting hit by a turtle. They drove away okay. Hit a turtle, Florida, threw it out the window, just kept going.
Didn't even think anything of it. It's just like, yeah, I got turtle came in the window.
There's also other stories that happened in Georgia and South Carolina as well in the last couple of years. So,
I mean,
shell-shocked.
Put $1 in the jar. That was a bad one.
I don't know. I don't know what's like the weirdest thing that would go flying through a window in Nebraska.
Weirdest thing?
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Like you get a possum flying through your window or something from the
No, they're
road.
too squishy. They wouldn't
I guess
shoot out like
it's
a
just
shell.
more like a deer actually coming through the window.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
probably
that's
the-
pretty scary.
That's a Midwestern turtle
Well,
and
it's
went through
happened
the
to
window.
I can't believe it hasn't happened to me.
You could get a turkey through the window.
A flying turkey?
Have
like
you had a
gliding?
turkey hit your car before or something? Like you're
No.
really hung up on this.
Frozen
no, but
turkey?
no, just a wild turkey.
That sounds nice.
They do like to come up to the road though and eat the little rocks, I think for their gizzard.
Pete Ricketts said.
On the interstate?
Yeah.
There are those turkeys that are usually there, yeah.
Pete Ricketts said Nebraska is the turkey hunting capital of the world or of the United States.
What?
Is he being
Is it?
truthful when he says that?
I mean, there's a lot of fucking turkeys here.
I have never heard that before.
Really?
Oh,
you
they're all-
ever drive around in the country?
Well, I've seen them for sure, but we're also a pro-gun.
So do you
Look
agree
it up.
then that Pete Ricketts thinks that we're number one?
Yeah.
Of course he thinks that.
Well, let me tell you about the number one.
Yeah, let's hear your
This
story.
is Lane's story. I'll let him take
Oh, wait,
it.
wait. Which one is this?
Texas Rangers are going to stop using hypnosis.
There you go.
What do you have to say
Stop.
about that? Just
Stop
that. What does
using
that
it.
make you think? Just say it out loud.
I mean, corruption?
You hear Texas Rangers are going to stop using hypnosis, and you think
Stop.
corruption.
You stop using, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's already happening.
Because they've been using it for a while?
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
I mean,
So you don't believe that hypnosis is a proper means of policing?
No. I mean, no.
they've been using it for 40 years. The Texas Rangers.
Up until at least through last
To
year.
January. They stopped in January.
Why did they decide to stop?
They have more advanced interview and interrogation
drugs,
techniques.
right? Truth. We're using truth
Or
serum now.
straight up torture.
You remember that shot you got for COVID? Wow. When we give you this guy, you'll do whatever we tell you.
Yeah. Or maybe just like their spying is so good now or something, you know? You got enough drones flying above Texas, they can see everything.
If the Rangers got this, then what does the CIA or government have federal?
Does it give any?
Like, what were they doing with it?
They've used it over 1,700 times.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
They're not saying what they're using it for, though. Like,
No, they're using it to interrogate people, make them admit to a crime by hypnosing them.
That's fucked up.
Or it's like a therapy, you know, when they're like the regressive memories or whatever. They hypnotize you so you bring that stuff back. That's what they're doing. So they hypnotize you to like replay the crime, and then you like act out a crime, and they're like, okay, yep, he's guilty.
That's just, of course they do that in Texas.
Exactly. But
Texas is fucking ridiculous. Just
do you see that?
stupid.
They had a Netflix documentary I can't remember the name of, but a guy was confessing to hundreds and hundreds of murder from coast to coast, north to south. Said all he did was just drive around killing people in like every state he possibly could. And come to find out, a lot of them he was just making up. They think he did actually murder a couple people, but he found that the more he admitted to, he kept having his death row part stayed. So he just kept saying, "Yep, come to me. I'll tell you if I did it or not." And they'd take him out to places, and he would just say, you know, just generic things. Oh yeah, that's I remember looking at that.
But these were actual cold cases.
Right there.
These were cold cases that weren't solved, and he would like take.
Well, so he was getting pimped out by the sheriff of the jailhouse that he was in. So this guy then would start talking to these other sheriffs all over the country, and it was kind of like a big deal that he was doing because it was all before the internet. So this was the first time they had like intercommunication actually going through different municipalities and stuff across state lines and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, they were trying to. Yeah.
Well, they would tell the guy he was supposed to be having some eidetic, what do they call it, didactic memory, and he would say, "Oh yeah, I took her shoe off and took the heel and stabbed her in the eye with it and killed her." And I go, "No, actually, this murder they were hogtied and their guts were ripped out." And oh yeah, that's what I did. And they're like, "Okay, yeah, he did this."
Wow. I mean, if you got a bunch of crimes or cases that aren't solved, and this guy's willing to admit to it, yeah.
That's exactly what they were talking about, was these people just wanted to get cases done. They had incentives set up everywhere. The more cases you can solve, the more money you can get.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Whatever, promotional opportunities.
I mean, I think stuff like that happens nowadays, too.
Probably.
For, like, little
things.
Well,
that's kind of what they're talking about in
the
the story, though, was the hypnosis. They said a lot of times they might be talking, maybe generally accurately on what happened, but they get a lot of details fuzzed up because if they misremembered something, they have like super strong conviction while they're under hypnosis.
Yeah. Well, I think it says that you only remember it like the first time. If you do it again, you're actually remembering yourself remembering it. So you can like cross examination, or your memories crossed, and like because you were in a room remembering something, then that room is part of the memory.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you could think carpets were there when it actually wasn't or whatever. So, yeah, the Texas Rangers are a bunch of fucking dicks, apparently.
Bunch of carpet munchers.
Fuck the police.
These are the specific Rangers. Walker, Texas. Which just makes me wonder, because I never really watched that show. Did they even like ever show him doing something like that in the show?
I don't know. I don't think so. Walker, Texas Ranger just beat the shit out of everybody.
Just karate kicked him?
Yeah. What? And there's that. I don't know if she's a deputy or what, but he's always saving that one chick. Like every show.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds kind of familiar. She's like the dispatch.
Go Chuck Norris.
All right, so yeah, just watch out for Texas Rangers, because they're not currently using hypnosis, but they're
So they say.
they still have interrogation
They
techniques.
said we have better ways now.
Yeah, I mean, what could be better than hypnosis?
But that's the thing. It is unclear what interrogation techniques they're using now.
Stress positions are not torture.
I mean, how
They've
many do you
established
think
that.
they have?
I mean, what could it be? Like, I mean, truth serum, like you said. I mean, like,
Truth serum spying. They could already know about the crime. They could be doing a Minority Report.
maybe. Yeah, right.
Is it the people in the water?
Yeah, the future crimes.
No, yeah, they just have a fortune teller now.
Yeah, maybe.
It's more.
I mean, cops have done that too. Use oracles and shit.
yeah, they got a new glass ball and they just look in that thing and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's guilty."
Goddamn Texas.
I seen it in the ball.
I seen that.
I got a Bible interpreter here reading the Bible code right now, and it says you're guilty. Jesus.
Jesus said so.
Well, if Jesus said it, I must be guilty. I think I'm remembering it wrong. Are you guys hypnosing me?
Jesus ain't never wrong.
Hypnosing me.
I feel like I've been hypnosed over here. I may do a crime, but I love Jesus.
You are forgiven of your sin. Come walk with me, child.
Come on in. The water is warm.
Because I paid in it.
Fuck. All right, goddamn Texas Rangers. Next number.
3.
It's just going down the line. What is that?
Josh. Have you heard about Josh and the Josh battle of 2021?
Oh, I did see this.
Josh won.
It was like
Guess who lost?
Which Josh?
11-year-old
Josh.
kid. It was a kid, right?
Yeah, like 11 or 12-year-old kid was
Yeah.
officially labeled the greatest Josh.
Is that the original Josh?
I'm not sure.
That shit looks like his name says John.
No, it says Josh.
It looks like that.
No, it's because his samurai sword is covering up part of it. So Josh Swain of Lincoln, I believe, Nebraska, put out last year threats and challenges to other people with the name Josh. We found a guy named Josh Swain, the same as his name, that lived in Arizona, and challenged him. So they all met in Lincoln at a park and had a greatest Josh battle-a-thon.
Pool noodle
fight. But the other Josh Swain, they did an epic battle of rock, paper, scissors. I think it was Nebraska Josh Swain who won. No,
I think he lost.
he lost. Arizona Josh Swain is the greatest Josh Swain and only and true Josh Swain.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know who didn't like that? Josh Swain.
Well, what an idiot for picking rock. For whatever he did, right? You know?
Well,
I think they did 2 out of 3.
at least. And he might have
You
even
have
begged for
to.
7.
Yeah, well.
Josh Swain, show Josh Swain mercy.
I mean, like, literally, who put this on?
Josh Wayne.
Who organized it?
Josh Swain. You know who got third?
No,
Some guy named Josh.
I don't care. There was no third.
Oh,
Who did the little kid
He
even,
had a final countdown.
who did the little kid defeat?
Hopefully Josh Swain. If you ain't first, you're last.
He was a 4-year-old, not 5.
Must be a
That
badass.
Well,
Oh, yeah, he won a Burger King crown.
yeah, I saw that. I mean, is this what the world needs right now?
Yes, and more of it.
Is this smart to do in the middle of a pandemic?
No.
Or are we still in the middle of a pandemic?
There's a mental health aspect to it, I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
It was outside.
Exactly.
There
was people with masks on in some of the pictures.
I see a lot of masks in the picture there,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the
I
guy
agree.
handing, or the guy right in the forefront, he's not wearing one.
Well,
I mean, there's quite a few there. Some of these people could be vaccinated.
it's true.
Is that Patrick
Oh,
Mahomes?
this is the rock paper scissors battle.
One guy has a shirt that says Josh Swain. I'm going to guess the guy in the cut-off leather
So-
jacket with patches and shit all over it is the Nebraska Josh Swain.
Think so?
Yeah, probably right. Do you think that...
I think guy's a bro from Arizona State. Am I wrong?
Could be. He's got skinny jeans
I
on.
think he's right.
Phone's poking.
Do you
out.
think the one that did the Nebraska one is the one that challenged it all, or was it the Arizona?
It was
guy
the Nebraska
that
guy. Josh Swain left in the picture we're looking at. The originator of the joke takes on another Josh as they decide the rightful owner of the name Josh via a game of rock, paper. Let me hit more. Scissors.
Okay, so
You
you
said
were
on
wrong.
the left?
So you're wrong.
It is the guy on the left.
No, they're left, not ours. Yeah, I'm wrong.
So I just wanted to make sure that like the one that like set all this up is the one that lost. You know.
Yeah, he lost.
The winner was declared the rightful owner of the name, and that was a guy named Josh Swain.
The guy that was
From
just
Arizona.
like, hey man, I just have the same name as you. If you want to fucking challenge me to a fight, I'll come up to Lincoln, Nebraska and kick your ass.
Wait a second. So Josh Swain of Nebraska won, but the guy he challenged came up from Arizona and took him up on the challenge.
So the guy from Nebraska challenged and won.
No, the Arizona guy challenged him, and they met him on the field of battle.
The Arizona guy started it all.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So Nebraska was like, "Come up here, and I'll show you what's up.
All right.
My foot up your ass."
Well, I'm glad they decided this. Do you think there should be more of this?
I want to find more Derek Shots, and
Yeah, I bet you could find
Shit
Jeff
out of 'em.
Andersons out there.
yeah,
Probably a
no,
lot.
no, that's an original name. Nobody has that name.
All right.
I think we have our first fight. You need to find somebody in Arizona and email them.
I'm thinking Delaware.
No, it's gonna be Arizona. Let's just keep picking on them.
As long as you can just knock them out in one punch, though, right? Like an actual fight. None of this rock, paper, scissors
You're an
shit.
electrician. You could just like zap them.
Yeah, booby trap it. Like right when he grabs the rope to get in the ring, fucking zap.
Yeah, it's a duel, right?
Mm.
You know, choose your weapon.
What if we did like the Gladiator thing, where like the old time, like the '80s show,
Gladiator,
where you stood on the pedestals and had the
like rockets things or whatever.
no, not the rocket, the like jousting thing almost.
Yeah, the Darth Maul, but with, like
Yeah.
the Q-tips.
Dual lightsaber.
Yeah,
Oh, the Gladiators.
Yeah.
yeah,
American Gladiators.
yeah,
Yeah, that would be fun. I could see that.
that would be fun. I missed that show.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
brought it back for a little.
I
bit.
watched it a little bit.
Did they?
Yeah, that was great.
Well, they have American Ninja Warrior now, though, don't
Well,
they?
yeah.
That
That's
one's
pretty
fun
good,
too.
though.
I mean, I watch all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's better when like there's actually a big muscle guy out there like hitting you or whatever. Or
Yeah.
like always throwing shit at you, kind of.
yeah. I seen the ad, or not an ad, but like a meme saying we should bring back Joe's vs. Pros.
I remember that vaguely.
I love that show. That show was good.
I mean, yeah, I just like Fear Factor.
Yeah, it just got old so quick. I feel like
Yeah.
you can only do so many gross things, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you're right. You're probably right. I mean, I hated the gross things too, but the competitions were always fun. But wait a second, I'm just curious about American Gladiator. Did it end with a big mountain to
You're
climb?
thinking of the aggro crag on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, well, I thought they had that. I thought they were kind of the same, very same though.
it was like Kid Gladiators.
yeah, it was Kid Gladiator.
Well,
right.
okay, so was Gladiator wasn't the last like competition like a big obstacle course or something?
It's the aggro crag.
No, not Nickelodeon.
I thought the
American
last
Gladiator.
competition.
Oh, it's when the guy's got the gun at the top.
Yeah, right.
The original.
Yes, yes.
The tennis balls. It's
Yeah.
not a maze. You're like
It's
trying to shoot. You're trying to shoot the guy that's shooting you, but yes, the guns are.
You have to keep moving.
They have the
you have
high
to keep
ground.
moving up.
The guns are stationed, and they only have one shot at each station.
Yeah.
So you shoot, miss, you gotta run to the next one.
Yeah, you got to aim well so that they have to duck and you have an opportunity to get out of there.
Yeah. I love that show.
That show was fun. I was pretty young when that was on, but I remember watching it.
You can hear Jeff's pants tightening.
Yeah, it's a good thing I jacked out before I came.
Isn't that how it always works? You jack
mean-
off first and then you come?
All right. My pants aren't tightening because I don't have any pants on.
Oh, good Lord. All right, well, yep. Kaye, motherfucker. Josh Swain from Omaha, or from Nebraska, represented.
Good job, bud.
He is the best Josh Swain. And you know what? He's born and bred here. One of ours. All right. Pick a number between 4 and 9. Tell me why you picked that number.
Let's go with the 6.
Why 6?
Because it could be a 9 if you turn it upside down.
69?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, do you hear about who the oldest person in America is now?
The 114-year-old lady?
Yeah, from Nebraska.
Oh, I didn't know she was from Nebraska.
Look at all these local stories.
We love local stories.
I mean, it's not a bad approach.
Thelma Sutcliffe. Of course, it's Thelma. 114 years old.
That's one of those names you don't hear that often anymore, do you?
114. That's so old.
7th oldest in the world.
Thelma.
So what's her... Does she tell her secret? Is it drink a glass of vodka a day?
7th oldest?
7th. Oh, in the world, yeah, but number 1 in America.
Oh, Hester died. That's sad.
Yeah, that was the original, the last oldest person.
1906.
Yeah, she doesn't get into why she thinks she lived so long. She seems more like kind of a crotchety old lady that's feeling lonely during the pandemic, and every time people try to call her, she's just like, "Are you going to come hang out with me today? I got some candy."
Well,
hard candy.
Think how long she's been in there, man. Like,
yeah, right.
she hit 100 and she's like, okay, any day now. And then another 14 years later.
Any year now.
Any time now, Jesus.
No, I think when you get that old, like, you have to want to keep living. Like,
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
you don't have to take your pills, presumably,
Right.
or unless you're just really healthy.
That's true.
But you know,
I mean,
like,
you got to have something wrong with you at 114, right?
No, she might just
your
have
body technically quits aging around the age of 96. So you
just-
don't really do much more. You're just in a stasis until you just peter out, I guess.
You just forget to wake up one day.
Yeah.
Or you're breathing so shallowly.
Asphyxiate a little bit.
Jesus.
That's a good way to
That's
go out,
not
man.
what
if you're passed
happens.
out and sleeping, I would take it.
The wind blows and you can't breathe for a second.
You
and
fart a little
die.
too hard, take some breath out of you. Collapse a lung.
Little pressure, yeah.
Shouldn't have had that bean paste.
The blanket got over my nose. I couldn't breathe.
I think it's more of all in like your just will.
Tucked me in too tight.
Does this lady have anything to do? She must have like a bridge
Well, that's
game.
what- because people
she's
are
still
like-
playing, or like
She lives at an assisted living center.
She's got to
senior
be.
living
She's
center.
got to be like a knitter or something. You know, something's keeping her.
She's
active.
determined to do whatever she wants to do, reportedly.
And what's that?
Whatever she wants.
They don't want.
living.
They don't tell us what she wants to do.
She takes all her meals in her rooms. She has power of attorney.
Jesus.
We should send her.
Or, sorry, no, Mason, who has Sutcliffe's power of attorney, calls a living center, supposedly, according to this story, 24 hours ahead of schedule often. So, somebody's talking to her.
What do you think? They're like.
Every time they call, though, she's always like, "Will you eat with me today?"
She should like own that fucking retirement home, probably by how much she's paid them. You know.
Think about how much we've paid for her. I bet she doesn't have any money left.
My grandma right now
That's
is
a
in
good point.
assisted living. It's $4,000 a month. $3,000 is covered by insurance, and I think it's just insurance that my grandpa had bought. So she's got that for the rest of her life.
Mm.
Nice.
So who's covering the rest of it?
I think she's able to afford it. I think there's something else. She's only basically paying $500 a month to stay where she's
There's
at.
probably like insurance, Medicare.
AARP,
Yeah.
you know, all that shit.
Yeah.
So-
Veteran.
Social Security, did you say that?
No.
I don't know how that works.
Oh, she's getting it.
Yeah.
She's getting it.
Like
She's getting
$1,800 a month.
She's getting
So-
it on.
She moved there after your grandfather passed?
Yeah, she got moved in this past weekend.
Nice.
She's gonna get it on.
Fucking dick. Too soon.
Sorry. Yeah. That's cool. What do you think she's gonna do in the nursing home?
She's made friends. She had some drinks with them already.
Drinks,
Yes.
alcohol.
It's assisted living. She's not in, like, Like a
Okay.
one building where everybody lives
Yeah,
in.
yeah. All right.
So she's actually got her own little
Quarters.
hut.
Yeah.
Her own bungalow.
We put her in a tent.
Hey, bungalow.
No,
It's a nice tent, okay? It's nice.
It's got a zipper that still works.
Wait a second. Is it a yurt?
No, it's like a what do they call it, like a duplex sort of thing, you know?
Nice.
Okay. It's like a
Little townhouse. Good for one
Yeah.
person.
like a train car
Swanky.
storage unit.
Oh my god. We put her on ice.
All right. So, but
Bye.
I don't know. My grandma is recently into a retirement home as well.
Yes.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Not my one of my grandmas from Schuyler, the one that lived in Schuyler.
Oh, okay.
My other grandma is still on the farm.
Your mom's mom.
Yeah, my mom's mom is
Okay.
is in a retirement home, and yeah, she's made friends with the ladies there, and they play games and puzzles and stuff or whatever. It's what you do, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't visited her yet because of the
Pandemic.
and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So when you call her, she asks if you're going to eat with her.
she probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is everybody fully vaccinated?
Tomorrow I get my second.
Nice.
I got second vaccine last week.
I'm thinking about getting a third.
Me
I
too.
think
later
you
on,
technically
too.
have to wait
Oh,
2
yeah,
weeks or whatever.
I seen you.
Yeah, we saw each
weekend.
other this weekend.
I have COVID vaccine addiction. I'm going to get a third.
You're gonna get a third one?
Oh, yeah. Probably
I-
the fifth one.
I did hear this morning that it's like smart to get both,
You heard
Yeah,
that story
but that's
too?
still
Yeah.
only 2
Yeah.
shots, though.
but it's you get
True.
one of each the other one.
Yeah.
So nothing is saying you can't.
Do you think
get a
they're
third
being
one.
truthful, or they're just like, dude, we're running out of supply because people aren't taking them, so
No.
now we're just going to start mixing and matching
I could
them.
just see that like
No, this
no
is
one
happening
thinking about
overseas.
it. Yeah, just no one's
Oh,
thinking
it was
about
Europe
it.
they were talking
Had
about. But wasn't
thought
it?
about
They were highlighting places, though, that were having issues getting people taking it, though, weren't they? And it said they like
Well,
lost
that's-
16 million
That's
doses.
in America.
Definitely in America for
No,
sure.
they were talking about some Belarus or something, like Eastern European, I thought, was part of that
taking
story.
it at all.
Yeah, because after the scare, or no, what? I think it was like Ghana. It was Africa. They had an issue where a bunch of people, after, what was it, Johnson & Johnson?
AstraZeneca probably
AstraZeneca?
over there.
Yeah, when the blood clot thing happened, a bunch of people freaked out, and they hadn't been taking their shots. They said they were on like a really good pace at first, and it's just plummeted.
Yeah, I mean, we got 200 million shots in 100 days, and now they're closing all the big clinics, the walk-in clinics, because nobody's coming in. They're going to start going door to door, they said.
Yeah, I heard they've been like setting up in like grocery stores and
Mhm.
places like that. You know,
I
they
think-
might have a pharmacist.
I think there's still plenty of people that need to get it yet. Like
Oh, yeah.
I was.
Oh,
There's
we're
a
not
lot of
even,
people that don't want to.
we're not even at
Yeah.
50%. But I did read the other day that it's going to be hard to get that 75% because 25% of our population isn't even eligible to get the vaccine yet because they're under 18 or 16, whatever the Pfizer one is approved for.
See, that's so dumb to me. I don't understand. I mean, this could be just me not knowing, but we give vaccines to kids all the time. Why aren't they getting this vaccine?
Because they haven't done enough studies on it yet. You know what I mean? They haven't tested it on kids yet. So they're not just going to be like, well, it works on adults. We're going to give it to kids. That
I
shit,
guess,
that
but
shit
I mean-
made me feel sick for a while, man. Like not bad or anything, but I just didn't feel myself for a day afterwards.
Yeah, I didn't feel good after my first shot.
Yeah.
4 days later.
Yeah. No, it was like pretty much immediately for me the very next day. I just like low energy and, kind of body aches and
Yeah.
stuff. But
Headache, shit.
yeah, the first one I did get a headache. The second one I didn't, but I had the body aches and stuff. And yeah, I just, whatever. I feel completely fine now, but
Well,
everybody get vaccinated. It's the right thing to do.
I agree on that. I understand why people are hesitant, but the only way we ever get back to normal and things,
Right.
That's the problem with saying though, because the people that aren't going to get vaccinated, it's already normal to them. Like they don't care. They don't put masks on to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, I just find it funny that, the people that were screaming, it's only got a 0.0001% chance of dying from are the same people that are petrified of getting the vaccine.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, for
if
sure.
you didn't care about people's health back then, you know, and your own health to be that for that matter, you know, like why are you so concerned about it now? Like you were going to let this strange virus that we know nothing about invade your body, but you won't get the vaccine to protect it.
Yeah. America. It's their choice.
My freedom.
Yeah, I don't want vaccines.
Even though you got to have like 10 vaccines just to go to public school.
Yeah, I got into an argument with someone about that the other day. They're like, if you're anti-vax, you can still go to school. And I was like, no, you can't, because if you're anti-vax, you haven't gotten vaccines, and that means you can't go to school.
Yeah,
because they require that in schools.
You got to get a waiver. There's ways around it.
No, you go to private or homeschooled.
I don't think you have to go to private.
You can't go to college without your shots.
Have religious objections.
I don't know about that.
It's true. Look it up. Google's at your fingertips.
That's the stupid part of what the conservative court's been upholding is, it's just a blanket thing. I have religious objections. I can do whatever I want now.
What religion objects to vaccines?
I don't know for sure, but just look around the country. We've had outbreaks of diseases we had under control. You know, smallpox made its fucking way back for a little bit. Measles and stuff.
Measles is what I was just thinking about. Yeah, so
I don't think it was smallpox. I think it misspoke.
No, it was both.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, actually, you might be right about smallpox. I think smallpox was eradicated. Yeah. Like, just gone.
I think it was the measles I was thinking about. But
measles, they had an outbreak or something like that in Italy a few years back.
No, it was like here in Michigan or something.
Yeah, it was here. All over the place.
I know they had one in Italy, and they started talking about how people weren't taking like vaccines that much anymore. It used to be like 90% population had dropped all the way down to the 70s.
Yeah, and that's basically what happened here. And like I think it was in some of the coastal states. You know,
I remember reading there was a perfect like zone where there was a bunch of white women probably, you know, that weren't vaccinating, and there was also like a immigration Sudanese or something population that also wasn't vaccinated, and it was just kind of like the perfect storm where measles started popping back up because there wasn't enough people
sure
vaccinated.
It was all, definitely Sudanese refugees. They were tons of them, still are.
Yeah.
Been basically going on for a generation or more.
But then it also mixed into a public school where a lot of the kids weren't vaccinated because their parents were too hippie or whatever. So
yeah, I mean, it just makes sense. Just get vaccinated.
Exactly, just get vaccinated. It's free.
Right.
You know.
Well, not when you had to pay for those other vaccinations, but COVID.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I was talking about go get your COVID shot.
COVID shot. That's what we're talking about right now.
Your Fauci ouchie.
Yeah.
Fauci ouchie.
Suck
my balls, Mr. Garrison.
What's the next number, Jeff?
Let's go lucky number 7.
Number 7. Pentagon official. The UFOs are real.
Former Pentagon official.
Former, right. They fired his ass.
But he was a guy that was... Well, let's see how old he is.
Yeah, did we get a picture of him?
Oh, you see what the video shows. Bombshell government reports have been coming out recently where they've confirmed certain photos that were taken from cockpits to be real. This guy, Luis Elizondo, who's the former head of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, which operated out of the quote-unquote secretive 5th floor of the Pentagon C Ring.
Well...
He claims that the reason why nobody's releasing more information is that the CIA is worried about, and some people within the CIA have, religious objections, which we just talked about, concerns over tarnishing its own reputation. All right.
Oh, I believe this guy.
Fears of inciting a public panic, of course. And a lot of them have philosophical and theologian beliefs that it is interfering with.
Wait, though. Just reading about this guy, what do you think he looks like?
Was it Elizondo?
Elizondo. What do you think he looks like?
Like a guy getting probed by aliens.
No, honestly. Is he like a...
No, because you're asking me this question, I'm going to guess you think he looks really white because he's probably more Spanish versus somebody
I mean,
that's
it
like...
sounds like a Spanish name, doesn't it?
Yeah, but, you know, Usually in America, you
you're-
think of like an Hispanic name. You think like below the border from us, which there are a lot of like light colored
Paler.
Hispanics.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, I'm gonna guess a light skinned Hispanic.
Just that's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
dark, short hair.
I think he's Italian.
Is that what you expected?
No, he's light skinned. I would say he has short, dark hair.
He's got like a little
He
goatee,
kind of looks like
mustache,
the
white goatee. He's got a little.
Hispanic, biker dad.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a Pentagon official though. That's what I'm kind
Why?
of.
A lot of those guys have like tattoos and shit like that. I've seen
This
a
guy
lot
don't
of.
have any tattoos, it looks like.
He might, but
Nah, he
Yeah,
does. He's
I
got nipple
He
rings.
looks
there
more-
you go. Yeah.
yeah, he just looks more like a biker than a fucking.
He
Pentagon
mows his
official.
lawn in white Fila's.
And what was the branch of government that he's part of?
CIA. It was at the Pentagon.
Former head of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program.
Yeah, that was part of the CIA.
Well, how do you think about that?
I think there's UFOs for sure. I don't believe in ghosts, but
You've been probed, haven't you?
no.
It's okay if you have.
I just think it's with
We can hypnotize you. You can tell us about it.
how big the universe is. It's insane to think that there's not that we're the only intelligent being out there.
Yeah, I totally agree.
We're not
Walking the dog the other day, running
we're-
her, and I was thinking exactly about that.
We're not even that intelligent.
Well, we think we're pretty smart
Like, the
compared to
universe is
everything
like
around us, right?
16 billion-ish years old, something like that. And it only took once our stars
The
started-
universe?
Yeah, I think it's around that. I think the Earth, they said, as far as inhabitable life, is 4 billion years old, or at least the Earth and our solar system's that old. So if you got 16 and 4, there's plenty of stars that could have hosted life that were in 3 previous 4 billion year cycles.
Even if they just had 1,000 years on us. They're
Oh, yeah,
like
I know,
1,000,
exactly.
You know?
So when you start thinking about billions of years and what that means, like...
a million or even billions, like you're
I'm sorry. What?
a million or a billion, like D's saying over there. But
From the formation of a solar system to a planet hosting life, 4 billion years, they believe, for ours. So
And you think this is...
that's a whole just like start to life.
Yeah.
And to where we're at now.
No, I get it. You think this is all part of disclosure?
What, the history of evolution in Earth?
No, them just like slowly releasing this stuff. Because the last time we talked about this,
I think that's totally disclosure.
it was like an Israel
It's been building
head
up
of
since
state.
we were in like college and shit.
Yeah.
It was always like, it feels like this type of stuff though, when you get images and
It's happening
videos
more
coming
and
out
more.
and the government saying, yeah, that's a UFO.
yeah, but UFO is just unidentified flying object.
No, they changed the name now. I can't remember what they call it now, but it's no longer UFO. It's like a unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Yeah.
EAP.
UAP.
UAP. Yeah, UAP. Blah.
A UAP because it's taboo to say UFO. The government can't say the word UFO. You know.
They changed it to throw everybody off.
Yeah, just so that they can announce.
You know they're listening to us right now.
It's a phenomenon.
Yeah, unknown aerial phenomenon.
I think that's steering people closer to aliens, though.
Well, I'm sure they're trying to sway what they can with the friends of the public, and then there might be a staged event.
Yeah, that's more conspiratorial.
Yeah.
Though. They slowly got
So
to
what would you do?
release the information out. Because if you
Disseminate.
honestly, if the government came out and said, aliens exist,
You don't
Do you
think,
think they would
they're
do
watching us?
artificial dissemination?
insemination?
No,
Dissemination.
I don't know what that word even means.
So disseminate information is what they're doing here.
Disseminate.
But if it was artificial dissemination, then they're just lying and staging stuff with aliens as maybe a different way to mask what's really going
to
on.
hide the truth.
Dan's the one that knows all
that
that crazy
they're
shit.
the aliens or whatever.
You don't think Trump would have spilled the beans?
Well, supposedly, in some circles of conspiracies, the government has UFOs. We've recovered, recreated, and built our own, and we've been going to Mars for a while.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
But that's the thing. If
If you look at pictures of Mars, there's some that they've released where in the shadows, somebody will try to do like the reverse or inverse on the image, and you can see where the government actually blacked out splotches where there's like dark shadows are supposed to be. So a lot of people wonder about like, whoa, why are you doing that? Why was that needed?
Maybe there's more stuff up there than what we're saying.
No,
we have bases.
That doesn't mean there's a base on
bases.
Base on
there's
Mars.
humans up there playing basketball or something.
Fucking what's that?
Donkey and Lower G's.
What's that?
Space Jam?
No. That movie with fucking
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No. The dude where he's like growing potatoes and the
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matty Too Hotty.
I like potatoes. Yeah. The Martian.
The Martian.
The Martian. Yeah. So you think that's what's going on up there?
No, it's more advanced than that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They're not eating their own shit.
Come on in. The shit smells bad.
I mean, that's down some like far paths or whatever. That's like America has fucking space army and everything already.
Yeah, Space Force.
Not just Space Force.
Space Force is like the intro, like, oh, we've already had this, but don't let them know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's this old thing we built in the 60s. We're using it now.
There's actual like galactic federations
advanced?
that we're part of and stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'll put it that way.
I don't think that.
I keep an open mind to it.
I think don't disagree with you.
That's almost misinformation that the government has put out there, like just to like get people off the idea. Like, look at how crazy and crackpot some of this shit is. We're not going to Mars.
Is everything just spinning in circles and like, well, we throw off Area 51 misinformation.
Yeah,
and then this is fake stuff.
What's the percent chance?
Artificial dissemination.
What's the percent chance you give it of being real?
Of what? Just aliens visiting Earth in general?
That
our government.
Sure, let's start there.
Aliens visiting Earth, 100%.
D.
I'm going to give it a 90%.
90%.
Why? What is that? I don't know.
Because now we're going to number 9.
You know exactly what it is.
Okay, so we'll go to number 9 next. But what's the percent chance that you think we have these secret bases on Mars already?
10.
Yeah, it's the first number went to my head.
10.
What's the percentage that the government knows more about aliens and they're not telling us?
100.
Yeah.
What's the percentage that the government has a craft and not telling us?
I don't know. Like
75 to 80.
100.
Elon Musk sure seemed to figure out how to re-land a rocket pretty fucking quick, right? Like,
I mean, that's a rocket, not a fucking saucer.
I understand that, but like NASA's telling everybody, like, oh no, it can't be done. We can't do that. We tried it. You can't do it. Blah blah blah. And he gets it in just a couple of years. So it's hard for me to believe, like what Dee's saying, like that they're not more advanced. They're just putting on that, oh yeah, we don't know how to do that.
Yeah, but I think that's just capitalism, free market in a way.
You think that's so much more innovative?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a little more innovative. If they were actually using alien technology, it would be anti-gravity. Like,
true.
Aliens don't use
Germany
rockets.
was supposedly exploring that.
Yeah, and like anti-gravity is like a real thing. It happens. Like
they found blueprints in Germany
for
them trying to like build anti-gravity technology.
Yeah, they are studying it, and like they can do it with ping pong balls or whatever,
Well, yeah.
Well, that's like small.
I know, but it's like it's possible.
And it's not harnessing energy around you per se.
In theory, they have theories on how they think anti-gravity works, and it has to deal with mercury.
Yeah. Spinning it in centrifugal forces in Mercury creates anti-gravitational effects.
Yeah. Anyway,
that is true.
Enough down the rabbit holes, paths. I don't know what they
Alice in Wonderland. She took the wrong pill, man.
Let's move on to number 9.
Number 9. This is all yours.
Number 9. Oh yeah. Are you ready for this? We don't have a story, or I don't have a article for number 9.
So you have to remember to talk about it all.
What would you say if I told you that Muhammad Gandhi,
Mahatma Gandhi,
Muhammad Gandhi? I didn't know that. I always thought it was Muhammad.
No.
Oh wow.
No, yeah, you needed an article for this.
I'll find one.
All right.
It's not even about Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes, it is.
Well, I guess so. But
Gandhi.
I thought it was about the guy that killed himself in prison.
It's about that guy who didn't kill himself in
Another
prison.
conspiracy theory.
All
This
right.
one
It's
about
not.
ejaculate.
It's not. This is about occult sexual practices.
Oh my god. All right, let's do it.
Gandhi ejaculate.
What does that even mean?
So I was okay. First of all, I was watching a video when Derek showed up, and he was making fun of me for watching what I was watching, but I didn't know where it was going when I first turned it on, and it started talking.
Turned gay really quick. or
No,
what?
it just started talking about.
Yeah, ejaculate. This is what happened.
We watched, like,
He's eating
5
his
minutes
food,
of
and I come over and I had to take an
Taoism.
undershirt off because my sick cat made a mess in something, and I got part of my sleeve in it. Yeah, just urine, I believe. So anyways, I took that shirt off, and he's like, "Oh, I'm eating dinner." And then I hear in the background, and then he came. Ejaculate. Save it. Come harder.
He's like orgasm,
What?
orgasm, and ejaculate, and your orgasm you have to save for your ejaculate. It was this Taoism, ancient or not
I mean,
ancient
it sort
Asian
of
guy.
makes sense what you're saying.
Kind of
If
talking
you
about.
activate all your chakras while coming, you will come extra hard.
Essentially-
Have you ever tried that?
In your mind, your penis.
Yeah,
I think there's something to
Your
that.
feet.
It's
Curl
a.
your toes.
It has.
Did you get
It
that?
goes by a lot of different names. It's tantra or whatever. It's your chi.
Yep.
It's tapping into your energy essentially.
Yep.
By not coming, holding on to your ejaculate.
If I come in my hand, is that considered holding on to my
That's not what I
ejaculate?
said. That's not what I meant to say. It's suppressing it, like
Yeah.
Well, squeezing your hand.
breathing it. He
Yep.
did mention like your asshole.
Clench.
Tighten it.
Clench
Yeah. it was pretty great because it was this like Taoism guy.
He
saying
mentioned your asshole. Like, what?
not mine, his. But he was just explaining how to.
Now clench the asshole.
But yeah, it was quite interesting because all these ancient religions kind of talked about this. It was like an Egyptian thing. It was an
Clenching your butthole.
Indian. No,
Holding it.
your ejaculate. You know.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, India did it. You know, China obviously.
Everybody
did
was
it.
doing it.
Everyone was doing it, and they even talked about
Except
how
for the
like
Puritans.
it was even like Alexander the Great, Da Vinci, fucking Isaac Newton.
Do they know all about these people's masturbatorial art forms or something? Or
Maybe that's
I think in diaries,
We read a lot
man,
of journals.
People wrote journals about how
Today,
they practice this
I
shit.
didn't come.
I mean, if there's no YouTube videos to watch, what else are you gonna do?
They did say one of those
Exactly.
guys was supposedly celibate. So what? He just didn't.
Nikola Tesla was celibate.
He was fucking.
Do you think he was
Sky rats
Do
by
you
the end
think
of his
Nikola
life.
Tesla was wasting all of his time masturbating or holding on his ejaculate and inventing fucking
So basically,
microwaves?
not
That's
playing
true.
with yourself.
That is true.
You win life. If you don't come, you win
Apparently,
life.
that's what they were saying because they were talking about. No, I think you can still come. It's just like
You got to do it
You gotta do
sparingly.
it super- cum.
sparingly. And that was, I think, actually part of it was before you showed up. They were talking about how
I like to save it up until it
the-
starts to stink a
the
little.
nobles,
You got to get it concentrated.
the
man.
noble people wouldn't even like share their seed or
It
whatever.
looks
with
almost
people.
yellow when it comes out.
No,
Just
But
crawling
apparently,
out, like,
Muhammad Gandhi,
wiggling. It's
I didn't
doing the
even come. It
wave.
just kind of squirted out at me.
It's coming out in the
Got a
wave.
little too full.
Muhammad Gandhi would practice
It's
this.
Mahatma Gandhi.
Muhammad Gandhi.
Gandhi.
Okay, Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah.
Got it?
Mahatma Gandhi.
Mahatma Gandhi was practicing this with his like niece and his like nephew's wife or something, like laying in a bed with him naked or whatever, and just like not coming.
No, this is a fact.
yeah, and it was a
I
fact.
don't know. That was the most.
It was.
This is a fact. This is a fact. And it was like all suppressed because people don't want this information out there. But that's he wasn't like being a pervert by doing this. He was actually practicing these kind of ancient religious practices where you
So
hold.
what was he doing? Helping his
Getting
niece
into-
and nephew come edging them?
They were edging him, I think, but he wasn't getting hard or I
Edging.
don't know. I
Edging.
don't know.
Just rubbing on it.
But it's just rubbing it and not coming.
The lips
And-
around it, but
And you
not
said they're
inside
concentrated
of
on-
it.
but
do not
but
get
you're
hard.
supposed to get like clairvoyance you reach Nirvana or whatever in the state. And this is where I started to get. This is why I clicked on it. Actually, was because it showed Epstein was doing this. He would like take.
You think he predicted his own death?
He would take phone calls while people were fucking edging him or whatever, or like getting on. He was like on a masseuse bed and would make like 4 phone calls all lined up or whatever. And his, because it was all about bathhouses, how like it was the ancient people would do these in these bathhouses, and they had a certain looking style. What Epstein's building looked like on his island, that one building.
No, I don't know any of this shit you're talking about.
You know the building I'm talking about.
I'm going to guess it looks kind of Grecian in architecture style.
It's Phoenician, actually.
Phoenician.
Phoenician. And
F-O-N.
It's Phoenicians.
Phoenicians.
And to tell you the truth, you'd really think that Phoenicians are from Phoenix.
No.
They're not.
The Mediterranean.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Came up Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
Epstein Bath and Body Works. That's what he furnished his house with.
Had a piano and yeah, that's the house.
That's a Lego house.
That's not the real thing.
That's just like a fucking graphic design of it. God damn it, where'd my mouse go? There.
That's like Muslim Golden Dome on top.
That is what the Phoenician bathhouses look like.
That is insane. And that's where all
Dude,
the edging was going on.
Yeah, and this was actually crazy because this video had this video of this thing in it.
There's a lot of edges in that building, though, too.
There's so many edges, man.
And then one big golden dome.
And the theory is, that this bathhouse is actually just like, it's not a bathhouse. It's a
Sex
fucking
pit?
that's the entrance into the fucking basement
So
levels.
they've never said what's below?
No.
Soil level?
No, I mean, I don't think so. The government has said anything about this building? The island? Who even owns this island now?
Dr. Monroe.
I don't know.
Seems dangerous to dig right there.
Shut up.
I'm just saying, like,
Hey,
it's
fucking
fucking doesn't look like you could tunnel. It'd be a tunnel.
Oh, I'm sure there was lots of tunneling going on in there.
Oh, well.
All right.
Now, fuck that.
What?
No, I was trying to look up the bathhouses from back in the day. And it pulled up bathhouses in Phoenix.
4, 5, or 8, Jeff.
8.
All right. Here's a local story.
Oh, we were done with number 9. You don't want to talk about occult sex anymore?
Derek
Oh,
changed it.
we can go back. I'm sorry.
No, we can be done. That's fine. I'm done.
Glad you said something. All right, Nebraska's Chevyland Museum is selling its collection of vintage cars. You ever heard of this place?
Where is it?
I think it's like 150 miles west of Lincoln in rural Nebraska. It's located in Elm Creek. It was once a museum that hosted about 100 visitors per day, according to the World Herald. And attendance gradually declined in the 90s. The guy that started it all, I think he passed away in 2019, shortly after he had closed it, and his son's selling everything off now. So anyways, if you can make it out there to Elm Creek, some of his cool vehicles he has is a Holertz 1973.
Oh, wow. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
What is that?
What's the title on it?
Volkswagen Laser Kill Car.
Laser Kill Car.
Kit car.
Oh, you're right.
1966 Corvette he has.
69
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Everest Red Meissen.
Honda motorcycle.
I think you have until tomorrow, the 6th of May, to actually
What?
try to get anything. Yeah, it was like
What?
a 3-day event and started yesterday.
Why does he have a fucking 1979 Fiat
Oh, he's got more than just Chevys.
and school buses?
Yeah, he's got a few different Volkswagens. He's got a Porsche. There's a Honda.
And some original
he's got a golf
shit though,
cart.
too, like this 1925 Model T,
That's pretty cool.
1930. A Bel Air. All right, cool. You're interested in buying a new car?
Yeah, but probably not one of those.
I kind of want to go to the website. Should pull it up and see what the auction prices are. I tried going there yesterday, but they had the website was crashed.
Is there a link in this article or what?
Yeah, there is. I was trying to find it too. Thought it was towards the top somewhere.
There's just that auction link.
Yeah, click the auction link.
I did. One
you
day
go.
ago. I don't think it tells you. Yeah, this isn't changing at all.
Bastards.
Yeah, you probably have to go in person. An actual auctioneer it off.
Let's see.
What was this guy's name?
Elm Creek Car Auction. Oh, pulled up.
Monty?
CarneyHub.com.
Holtzers?
Hollerts.
87. His son Al now owns the collection.
Al's a good guy. So I've heard.
I don't mind Al. How much money do you think he's going to make off of all this?
I would imagine he'll be making at least $500,000, and I wouldn't be surprised if he actually makes a hell of a lot more than that.
Yeah, I would say way more than that. I mean, he should hold out for more, honestly. Some of these are fucking priceless, probably.
69 Vet, I think they had the Stingray.
I don't know. They didn't look all... I mean, they look in good condition, but I don't think they're super duper rare.
I mean, obviously those Fiats aren't, but like some of these just like 30s cars have got to be,
Yeah,
right?
maybe. Yeah,
Like you don't get that shit that often. Who
That
knows?
one's probably worth something.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. What
You're right. I didn't see that many muscled cars though. But did it ever say how many cars in total he has?
I don't recall reading that on there.
Well, the museum once welcomed 100 visitors per day.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
In the 80s, it started dwindling in the 90s. Read the full report.
Who the fuck is going 150 miles away from Lincoln in the 80s to go visit?
Interstate.
Do you think they used to have a sign or something?
Cars.
Yeah, car museum.
Chevy.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, we gotta stop.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I just crashed my car on the way here. I saw your sign. I turned a little too hard. Can I buy one from you?
No, good for him.
no, fuck him. He's selling his dad's memory.
No shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to keep at least a couple of the cars for himself, maybe, right?
That sounds like he is, because it said most of the collection, but I mean,
that's the thing. You don't need to sell everything. I mean, honestly, he was probably already well off, right? If his dad can afford all these cars.
Yeah.
hopefully, but still.
He bought a lot of them back in the 80s and before, so, things were a lot cheaper, but although I don't know what his ROI was, he wasn't selling them, obviously, so...
Yeah, he's obviously paying to store them. You got to pay to get a fucking historical plate on all of those cars.
No, you don't, because they're just sitting in a garage.
No, you still need
It's
a
not
historical
formal
plate.
museum, I don't think he had one.
Well, I guess that's the thing. If it's
Yeah.
a registered museum, but the second it hits the pavement, it has to have a historical plate on it.
But they didn't go anywhere.
I don't know though. I think you still have to have it
Do you think
registered.
he fucked the back of all of them?
Oh well.
Hey, honey, you got a new car.
How do you think Al was born?
Well,
Which
there'd be
one?
like 50
Conceived.
L's.
What do you
Yeah.
think? Which one were they fucking in, you think?
Probably one of the Corvettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
I mean, because...
Or
They probably did those ones first, like, oh, that'd be cool. They realized it was really small. Probably ended up getting one of those, like, family-sized sedans. That's why they started getting into the Volkswagen.
Yeah, or maybe like Al.
Shaggin' wagon.
Al
Probably in
got-
a fire
That was
truck.
his
there
70s
was
phase.
also
Yeah.
school buses, so they could have been fucking in the school
Give me that
bus.
hose.
Well, good for Al, motherfucker.
I would love to have a lot of those cars.
You sound jealous.
Nah, new number.
It is.
Oh, look at you, D.
Wow. 4 or 5?
4.
Oh, is that 420?
Good. We're going to end on a story I was hoping we'd end on. Not because it's super
nice.
special, but All right.
What? Is that picture real? I didn't look at this one earlier.
A woman faces felony charge for not returning a VHS tape over 20 years ago.
Felony.
In Oklahoma.
Jesus Christ. What's wrong with America?
They're idiots.
It's probably Blockbuster like, we're coming back. We're going to sue
Was
this
it
lady
Sabrina
for
the
everything."
Teenage Witch?
I don't know. It doesn't say it in the text, so maybe.
It doesn't tell you what movie it was.
No, it's just one little paragraph. It's supposed to describe
I
the
think
video
it
that's
was,
playing.
'cause they keep
Play the local video.
This is what it is. They keep showing Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Well, that's like a home copy. I don't know. I think this is something different now.
We're giving her felony embezzlement charges. So Karen McBride, of course it's Karen, who now lives in Texas, was charged with felony embezzlement, but prosecutors have since dismissed the charges. So they came to their senses. But somebody at some point was like, open and shut case, Johnson.
Give her a felony. Can we do a little verification on this? Besides this one Yahoo story.
It's a CBS
about
News
it?
story. Do you trust CBS?
It was Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you do the crime, pay the time.
Yeah.
Who's doing the crime?
Tired of the 1%ers just taking the VHSs whenever they want. I don't care how long ago it was.
I've been waiting 20 years to rent that motherfucker.
I used to love that show.
My daughter loves it.
Goddamn Karen's
Unborn
been
daughter.
fucking hoarding it.
No, it's
It's about time
Karen-
Karen goes down.
It's Karen.
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 Karen?
Karen.
Is that how that's?
I don't think she.
I don't know. It's with a C.
Koran.
Koran.
I don't know.
Koran.
Conan.
Like
Barbarian.
Karen. Karen. Karen.
Koran.
Excuse me, Karen. I think there's a Y missing in the spelling of your first name. Well, that's great. Great.
All right, last story. Do you want to go over this one, Lane?
I don't know this one.
Number
I
5.
gotta look it up. No, I just saw that title and I thought it was great.
The title of this last story?
Yeah.
You want to read it?
And then the Nebraska athletic director says 8 to 9 wins is realistic expectation, quotes, for the 2021 season.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Do we know which athletic director, or just Nebraska's athletic director? So it was Moose, the 9 to 9.
We lost a bunch of our best recruits.
We lost one. We lost one of our recruits.
We lost some before
one of the
last
really
year.
good ones. The one from last year that was really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
What's his name?
I forgot his name already.
Mm.
The wide receiver.
Mm.
You know.
I don't know.
You know.
I don't know.
And we lost McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
Whatever. I wasn't too worried about that one.
Wait a second, Derek. Is this like a fucking baseball thing or something?
You're a baseball thing.
Fidone suffered a non-contact knee injury. What the fuck? I don't know, Jeff. What are your expectations for Nebraska next year?
I'm hoping at least 7 games, but we got a tough schedule again.
Looks like we have at least Michigan State, Ohio State, Oklahoma.
Right. They've played some tough out of conference.
We were supposed to go to Ireland this year.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, it's canceled.
I remember when that came out, I thought about getting tickets, but I don't really want to go to Ireland.
I mean, if there was no pandemic.
I mean, it's not on my top of my list to go, you know?
To where? Ireland?
Yeah.
I'd like to go to Ireland.
I mean, yeah, some point, but
Go see some castles, drink at bars.
there's a lot of other places I want to go. I drink at bars here.
Yeah. And you'll drink at bars wherever else you go. But
Well, that's
Ireland is
true.
famous for the bars.
That's true.
Wait a second. Did you watch the spring game, Red versus White?
No, I did not.
Did you care?
Do you think Nebraska
No.
won?
I don't care about the preseason. Like, it's just all hype to me. Like, the draft is cool. Like, obviously, this is pros I'm talking about now, but, you know, like, the draft is cool and whatever, but
Critic season's like the draft for college.
it's, even the preseason games, it's still just like, this is just nonsense, but, yeah, I don't know.
Do you think Nebraska won spring game?
Yeah, Nebraska won.
Red or white?
Josh Swain won.
I don't know.
Is that the red or the white?
White?
Josh Swain won.
Never remember that.
The white did win 21-20.
The white?
Yeah, the white.
Of course.
I think the red's usually the fucking A team.
Racist. It's the Washington football team.
Now it is.
He said it.
What if it was the Washington white
Versus
team?
the Keebler Crackers.
Washington whites? Why don't they just go generals? Or are they going to figure that out yet or not? No. Can't do it?
know.
Because the hockey team already has it or whatever?
That's stupid.
They do?
I think so. Yeah,
There was a couple.
there is
they had
a Washington
they had
general
one, so they
something.
do like the. Other people recommended doing the Washington Red Tails in homage to
That's dumb.
Tuskegee.
That's so dumb. Then do it the Washington Tuskegee Airmen. And then their mascots could be little black guys.
Wow.
In planes.
Well, this show's done.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good
No,
night.
I mean, I don't know. So let's go through these games, though, and figure out which ones they will win and,
All right.
and lose.
All
They're
right.
all playing JV teams.
Yeah,
Yeah, 8-9 makes sense.
this first one is definitely JV, I think. Illinois.
Illinois.
They always beat our ass.
That's not a fucking.
That's not the first one I was thinking of. That one's like a toss-up to me, honestly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can't call
50-50.
that can't call that a win. 50-50. Fordham.
How many games are we?
The fuck is Fordham?
That's your JV team.
Yeah.
That's the team we pay
Supposed
$1
to
million
be.
for us to smash them.
For us.
Probably at least 500,000.
They're horning themselves
No,
out
they
to us.
they
for
pay
us
some
to
of these.
smash.
They've paid some of these teams $1 million.
Oh yeah.
And then
I
they
think
keep,
Nebraska's probably not showing that out. Those have been winning.
I think that game might have got moved though.
which one?
The Fordham,
Fordham? Is that how you say it?
I guess.
How many games are we playing this year?
I think it's 11, like normal, isn't it? 9? How many we play?
10.
Some places are up to 16.
That's-
At a high point.
No,
No.
not in college.
Oh yeah.
No
Bama's had
way.
it
No,
before.
I think it's 11.
16? No way.
Yeah. After the conference tourneys.
Like, oh, okay.
Oh, with
Yeah.
that maybe.
Not there's no conference.
Well,
series,
whatever,
but
the
after the
championship,
championship. Yeah, right. Oh,
Excuse
come
me.
on. And then
Sorry,
like,
that just
all right.
she
Anyways,
came up to me.
Buffalo.
Buffalo, Fordham and Buffalo, we can win.
I think so.
Win. I don't even know who Buffalo
All I do is
Buffalo
win,
puts
win.
out a couple good guys every once
Is
in a
that the
while.
Bills playing us? Like, is Jared Allen going to kick us
It's
asses
the-
or what?
Yeah, it's the JV team for the Buffalo Bills. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be crazy, but bad for us. Oklahoma, Michigan State. Which game were we supposed to play in Ireland? Was it Oklahoma?
Probably some shitty team.
I think it was. No, I think it was like a big one. It was.
That makes sense. We haven't played Oklahoma forever, so
It was supposed to be a really big deal.
anyways.
We're obviously going to lose to Oklahoma.
Yeah, probably most likely.
Yeah.
Michigan State.
Probably
pretty
lose to
much
them.
will lose. Yeah.
No, Michigan State's been pretty
To
trash.
this point, at
lately.
best,
No.
we're 3-2.
All right. Yeah.
No, best case scenario, we're 3-2. But we could be 4-1 too.
It could be 5-0 as
no,
well.
best case scenario is we're 4-1. We've been 0-5.
Best case scenario is you don't lose.
We've been 0-5 and it sucks. Northwestern is homecoming.
Wow. That's what we played to begin before we even play at home?
No, we've played at home.
Oh.
Northwestern always plays us hard, so I think that's a 50-50.
It's in Nebraska though.
And we've lost to them in Nebraska, though.
Thanks, Derek.
Let's see the history. I love that. Click that.
Where?
Yeah,
On
but
the
then
right.
look at the
All the way
recent
over on the right.
history.
This is just last year.
Oh, yeah. They stomped on our dicks.
And where was it?
On our dicks.
That one had to have been at Northwestern.
Last 10 matchups, 5-5.
Oh, so
Right.
it has been pretty equal. There you go. Smallest margin of victory.
Pretty equal. That is exactly
We
equal.
always we. Shut up. Well, look, the last two of them went into overtime.
Yeah, but that's what I said.
4 years ago.
They always play us hard.
Yeah, they do. And look how close all these games are.
And they've been beating our ass lately.
No, we won 2 years ago. The last time it was in Nebraska,
They
we
won
won.
the last 3 out of 5.
Wait a second. Because it does switch back and forth, right? So it was there, we lost. Here, we won. Lost. Here. No. Doesn't work.
Why are you saying...
I'm counting.
Say the words. Lost.
I'm trying not to ejaculate, you guys.
Nebraska losing edges you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been a bad team. Haven't you?
Where the fuck did the schedule go? Well, here it is, too. So that was Northwestern was homecoming. Michigan sucks. We'll win that one.
I don't know.
Minnesota.
When was the last time we beat Michigan?
Minnesota, we could probably win.
I think we could win. Michigan fucking was like 6-0 last year before they won a game.
0-6.
0-6. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. You know what I'm talking about. And Minnesota. I think Minnesota is more likely to beat us than Michigan. But we're still able to win that. Purdue, we can beat Purdue too, even though we haven't.
We could beat Purdue.
They've beat us. Obviously, we're not beating Ohio State.
Probably not. So how many is that?
We got 12 games
Wisconsin.
on there.
How many is that? How many?
We're at 12 games.
Is
They said 8 to 9 wins, and he's already claimed 3 losses.
I'm for
So
sure.
we got to win out from what
For
you just
sure, Oklahoma and Ohio State.
are beating us.
Yes.
Yes.
For sure.
Okay.
And probably Wisconsin and Minnesota.
You mean Iowa? Oh, yeah. Iowa, too.
Fuck. And Iowa.
Yeah, we're going to lose out at the end of the year. That's 3 losses in a row to end the year.
Okay, so no.
And if it's only 12 games, it's already at 9. They said 8 to 9. And you already claimed 2 others with Oklahoma. Yeah.
So I stand with Bill because Oklahoma and Ohio State, Bill Moose, Oklahoma and Ohio State are beating us. So that's still possibly
and
10.
Wisconsin.
No. I
bet on Wisconsin, Oklahoma, and not Illinois. Oklahoma and Wisconsin are for sure going to beat us. And Iowa, too.
No.
Wisconsin. Ohio State, and Oklahoma are beating us.
Hold on. Let me
guarantee.
My picks. Oh, we'll play it back. We got it on tape.
Play it back.
Oklahoma and Ohio State are beating us. The ones that are tosses ups are Northwestern, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa.
Wisconsin's on toss up.
Those four make or break us. Yes, it is.
Mega break us.
But and out
out
of those 4 though, say we only win 2, and we win everything else. That's 8 wins.
You're getting hard right now, just trying to explain your way into absolute lies.
I'm just trying to stay positive in this.
This is an alternative reality you live in.
Isn't this what Nebraska fans do?
This is what you would say the last 20 years, and nothing's changed.
It's been 30 years.
What? Does he want a championship?
Yeah, it's been about then. And it hasn't been quite, but
25.
Yeah, essentially.
But we competed for one in 2000?
Yeah.
2000, 2001.
And we were good under
Pelini.
Pelini.
Nah. We never won a conference championship.
Should have. And then won the championship that year.
Yeah.
We got screwed by the refs.
Yep, exactly. So
Sue almost won us a championship by himself.
Exactly. Right. So that's what you still have to have faith as a Nebraska fan. That's why Nebraska has the best fans in the nation.
I mean, I'm not saying they're going to get just stomped, but they haven't really shown us much. You know what I mean? Is Adrian Martinez going to come out and actually play football this year?
Yeah,
or is he
it's his senior year. It's his senior year.
We'll see what the fuck happens.
He has no competition. He's not fighting for his job with some fucking McCaffrey. McCaff. I'm going to say that name different every time now because he doesn't mean anything to me. Yes, I'll take one, please.
Yeah, but, I mean, it wasn't like he was playing great before McCaffrey got there.
No, we were just talking about this on the one a while ago about Martinez's freshman year had some real potential. He just kind of squandered.
We just hadn't seen anybody, you know, like
both Martinez's did that to us, though.
Yeah,
Taylor
and Adrian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Hopefully they play good. I mean, we'll see. Time will tell.
No, what's that? Hey, I think we had a couple people get drafted though this week.
We did.
Oh, yeah.
Who?
I'd like to know that. I don't know. Do I need to look it up?
There was a lineman I know that was picked up by a team. I'm not sure if he was drafed.
The Davis brothers?
A cornerback
That was last year.
was either drafted or a priority free agent. That might have been about it. Probably a linebacker in there.
No, our linebackers have sucked for a while. What the fuck? Are you finding this for me, Derek?
Yes. All right. Former Husker signed undrafted free agents contracts. Defensive back DiCaprio Boodle.
Oh, good. Where'd he go?
Chiefs.
No shit.
Running back Dedrick Mills.
These were free agents?
Yeah. Lions. We had no draft picks. Tight end Jack Stoll. Eagles.
No, this says that there
That's
was 159th overall pick. First offensive lineman taking the draft.
Oh, that was a lineman I was mentioning. Yeah.
Okay, so we had one drafted, and those were all free agencies.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Good for him. Maybe I'll be a Chiefs fan now. Because I got Boodle.
About time.
Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck the Chiefs.
That guy's going to have a hard time making the team. Unless
You think his practice squad, isn't that what free agencies
He's
are for?
offensive line, right?
No, not this guy, Boodle, who was the defensive back.
Yeah. Yep. He'll have a hard time making the Chiefs, I'd imagine. If he makes a team, awesome, but I'm not expecting it. They always sign guys.
Who'd the lineman go to?
Chargers. So you can get chosen as a free agency by a team, and then
if you don't get drafted, you're open to sign with any team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then is he's trying out for the Chiefs? Is what he's happening, or what?
Basically.
Kind of, yeah. Priority invite.
Yeah.
They pay you to pick them.
Oh.
Like some guys will make over $100,000 to sign with a team. And if you're like good enough and you start making the team, the cool thing is once the team gives you like, because you're a rookie, you basically have a set contract. But those free agent rookies, though, it's only like 2 or 3 years. So if you're able to latch on to a team and do something good and earn a second contract, you're getting your second contract before pretty much any other rookie in your draft class.
It's kind of cool.
But that's why the other guys get drafted first. They also make more on their first contract.
Well, yeah. But is it like, do most of them just go to a practice squad, essentially? Kind of like reserves, if there's an injury
Just
come
depends
up?
on what talent they show. You know, if they keep surviving cuts and whatnot, the practice squad, you're still on the team. So you've made the final season, not roster per se, but team.
I've always wondered, how long does someone last on the practice squad?
There's been guys in the Chiefs that have been there for 3-4 years or so.
Well, yeah, and that's like about it. Like, yeah, I've
After
been
3 or
here.
4
I've been here
years-
for 4 years and haven't seen any field.
Yeah, and then a lot of the times those guys that last that long, like they're lasting that long for a reason, and they'll see the field a little bit, you know, maybe pick up 2 or 3 games, or if there's a rash of injuries and you have to be in the right spot, you might be able to get in for more.
So if you don't even make it on the field your first year, you're gonna try for the fucking Canadian League or what?
Some guys do, yeah, a lot of
Are the
guys do.
XFL? Is the XFL coming back? I hope so.
I think that's the plan.
Is it really?
It should be starting
The
about
one
now.
that failed again?
No, it was doing good. I feel like, and
When the pandemic hit.
it was about to start its second year, and the pandemic hit.
No, I don't think they even got through 1 year.
No, they
Is that
didn't.
what
They
it was?
did like
The
4
biggest
games
investor,
or something.
the biggest investor pulled out like right in the middle of the season because he wanted the betting software that they were creating, and it failed. I was so excited about it. They had a lot of good shit going on. Oh no, that was the
Says it returns 2022.
that was the other thing.
Yeah, I knew they were talking about returning.
What was the other one that was supposed to be like the farm leagues for the NFL?
I thought they talked about doing that with the
that
XFL.
was like a ACC something, or I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Was that an arena? That was arena.
No, it wasn't. It was like spring football. I can't think of it.
CFL.
No, Canadian Football League.
NFL will find talent, so as long as you're playing football somewhere, you can get tape out in front of people. They'll find you.
Wait, what does The Rock have to do with a merger between the CFL and XFL? Is The Rock an investor in the XFL?
All I can think of is from his TV show he did that covered like kind of pseudo NFL stories. It was a fictional series. Hope you're editing that out.
No, it's part of the podcast.
Shit.
I was hoping we would wrap it up before that would happen. So
Well,
let's wrap it up. How about that?
Wrap
All
it
right.
up.
Why don't you wrap up your mouth next time you're fucking sneezing?
I mean, I did it into my elbow, you guys. There's nothing else I can do.
He's vaccinated. It's fine.
Yeah, but they're not.
You only have one.
I am.
Yeah, well, if you get it tomorrow, it's not going to matter.
Shit.
Anyway, Jeff, thanks for coming on and picking some random numbers for us.
Yeah, dude. You know what? I forgot to tell you earlier. Fuck you, Jeff.
Well, fuck you too, Derek.
And fuck off, everyone. Good night, Omaha.
Fuck it.